So the people around you were encouraging to collect.
Yeah.
Do you think John Wayne Gacy's parents were the same as yours?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, just collect whatever you want, mate. Just collect as much as you want. Fill your house with it.
Yeah.
If you like. Just focus on one thing that you really like and just get loads of it. You did fart before I did. I wasn't going to fart, and then you did it. So, how's it going?
It's all right, yeah. So you tattooed Debs?
Yeah. I tattooed her yesterday. Did a lovely rose.
You're safe.
You are safe. You're good. Yeah, you're fine, yeah. Yeah, tattooed her yesterday.
How was that?
Good. Did well for a second tattoo.
Lovely.
Yeah.
She got the bug.
I think so. She's definitely been talking about what she's going to get next, which is good. From never having talked about getting tattoos at all before to now, she's like, I know what I want to get, where I want to get it, who she wants to do stuff. She is on it.
Sweet.
And I couldn't be more jealous.
Yeah. I wish I could have had that vision
Yeah.
when I started. I had a pretty good vision, to be fair. Like, this sleeve was the second shop tattoo I got.
Yeah, it's fairly early on, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think that's pretty good going.
That's really good going still.
But that I got a lot of, like, my whole lower legs were caked in shit before I got this.
Yeah.
I got underage tattooed by 3 different people. Some of them were alright, to be fair. I just outgrew, like, the images and stuff. The ones my brother did were fucking awful. Sorry, Paul. They were pretty bad. They were pretty good for scratcher tattoo. We've had this conversation since, like, we've looked back at his scratching tattoos, and they were pretty good. They weren't like snake pit worthy. You know what I mean? They were on par / better than some shops.
Oh right. I was gonna say that's not a compliment. Saying they're not snake pit worthy is the most backhanded compliment you could give.
They're not that bad.
Yeah, in case anyone doesn't know, Snake Pit is an Instagram page that is dedicated to really shit tattoos.
It's hilarious.
Or really good tattoos of like disgusting imagery.
Naughty
or like
stuff.
naughty imagery. Yeah.
Porn.
Plenty of willies.
Yeah. I saw one, it wasn't Snake Pit, it was Sucky Tattoos, which, if you haven't guessed, is a very similar thing.
No, please tell us more. What is it?
I saw one on Sucky Tattoos the other day, and it's probably genuinely one of my favourite bad tattoos. Just because it's quite an honest mistake, but it's so perfectly dumb. What it was a guy had a Hanya mask here on his arm, but the video starts and he's like this. He's like crouched down kind of thing, like leaning like that.
Yeah.
And the Hanya mask looks great. And then the video goes and then he just sits up, puts his arm flat, and the one horn of the Hanya mask stays here. The other one goes all the way up over his shoulder. So that the mask itself is fine.
So he put the stencil on with his arm out.
And did the whole tattoo. Because I think it looked like well, it was a scratcher tattoo. But yeah, it looked like he maybe like leant over an armrest and like leant down a bit. And then he put the stencil on like
Stuck
that.
on there.
Then he was like, right, leave that 5 minutes to dry. And he just sat like that. Did the whole tattoo. And then it wasn't until he got up and did that it just went. Like, honestly, the face it stays fine. One horn stays fine. This other horn just goes all the way up his arm. It's fucking great.
This is why we tell people to stand naturally.
Yeah.
I know that obviously makes people start standing in b-boy stances and trying to body pop in that and all sorts of wild shit.
Yeah.
But
I actually saying that someone says stand natural, I'm like,
I don't know what to do.
Is that how I stand natural?
I start going. For anyone just listening,
Tickle.
I was doing a little b-boy stance on the sofa. If you couldn't see that through your earphones or headphones, don't discriminate.
Mm.
But yeah, I think she's going to be a new collector, which is super exciting. It's exciting for me too, because I just get to watch cool shit keep coming back.
Yeah.
I don't have to go through any of the pain of getting it.
Yeah, like I collect via Rasheen a lot. Like, as in, I get the excitement of like, oh, you should get tattooed off them. Because there's some people that are like, I wouldn't get tattooed off, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, one of the main reasons, if someone's slow, I ain't got it in me anymore to get tattooed off slow people. So if I find out someone's slow, they just get crossed off my list. Just purely for that reason. But she can still hack the odd slow tattoo.
Yeah.
Or she'll be determined enough to be like, I don't care if they're slow.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
So a lot of tattoos that she gets, I'm like, oh, you should definitely get tattooed off them because I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I still want to see the tattoo. And
So why don't you want to? No reason. No reason.
and then other things are like
Make sure you got no afternoon plans.
the artists. Just the work would sit right on me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people like that. Stuff that you really like the look of, but maybe wouldn't necessarily get yourself, or
Exactly.
but would be very happy to see.
To see it, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, so
You guys have got loads of crossover, though, haven't you? You've been tattooed by a lot of the same people.
sorry. Yeah, loads. A lot of like tattoo. We've had a lot of tattoo holidays where we go on holiday and we like the main reason we'll go to that place. Like Barcelona is a great example. We went to Barcelona just to get tattooed off Tony.
That was the first example I thought of.
Yeah,
Was
it's probably the best
Tony
example.
Donnell ones, yeah.
Yeah, we solely went to Barcelona to get tattooed off Tony, but then obviously we were like, we're on our way to Barcelona, we'll have a holiday as well. That's what we did. We've done that tons of times. When else have we done that?
All the times, just so many of them that they're all blurring.
Not so much
into one.
abroad. Done tons in the UK.
Yeah.
Little weekends away and stuff, but we'll just go somewhere to get tattooed. We've done loads of them.
Well, we might now be doing that kind of thing, which would be pretty cool.
That one. We both got our hands done. Uncle A. Berlin. I knew we went somewhere else. Berlin. And Lou. Berlin again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we might be ending up doing stuff like that, all being well.
Why don't we do it all together?
That would be good, wouldn't it? Man. That message coming through to me, though, like if I was the tattooer, it's like, I got 4 people who want to come over and get tattooed.
That's their week booked out.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It would be pretty good.
Yeah.
And you'd see like familiar faces each day. It would be probably quite a nice week to be like, oh, what are you guys been up to?
Unless they hated us.
Yeah.
Who are these fucking English cunts?
Yeah. But yeah.
Who would be on your list and Deb's list? Obviously, I know she's new to it, but like, who do you think she would be like? Oh yeah, I'll get tattooed off them.
I think because she's like not got any other tattoos other than the one that I've done. I think there's going to be a lot of crossover for a while. Because even just working around Leeds, there's going to be loads of crossover with people I've already been
That's
tattooed
not what
by.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you, who do you think abroad she would be like?
You put me on the spot now.
You know her taste. I know her taste.
Go on, you tell me what she would want from people then. Yeah, see, it's not easy, is it?
I could see her wanting a tattoo off maybe like Gen Tonic or something.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I don't know what she does, so...
Gin Tonic.
Oh, wait, is it
She's
like
one that does-
filigree?
She's the one that does all those symmetrical floral chest pieces.
Yeah.
Them ones. Like,
Yeah, I know who you're on about.
The ones that everyone fucking rips off now, yeah. She's the one that, not started it, but yeah.
Does it also.
Does it all the time.
Yeah. I don't know, I think most of it's going to be pretty much sticking to Leeds for now.
Oh,
Just 'cause,
I know.
We're very spoilt around
That's
here.
not the point of this conversation.
But I don't know who I want to go see who's abroad.
Yeah, who do you want to go see?
I don't know.
I mean, Tony is a fucking... I don't even need to ask you. I know you want to tattoo off Tony.
Yeah, I'd definitely get tattooed off Tony. I like his stuff a lot. I like all the phases of his stuff as well. Like the new trad stuff's banging.
Yeah, now he started doing this trad stuff. I'm like, I think I want a trad one.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, I'm like, got a neo one. Do I want a trad one as well?
But you can do that because it's just a different evolution. It's like getting tattooed by Mike Stockings every year and a half.
Yeah.
That's not meant in a bad way.
It sounded like a dick. It did. It's fine.
It's nice to see the
I think he knows he changes his kind of... No, I don't want to say style. 'Cause it's not style. He always has the same style, but he changes his
approach.
His approach. That's what I was looking for, yeah. He changes his approach quite a lot.
And kills them every time.
And you can always tell it's him still.
Yeah.
That's the best bit.
Even
Same
when
with
it's a
Tony.
new one. That's what's wild. When it's a brand new thing that he's doing, like brings out the neon, you're like, Mike did that straight away.
Yep. It's the same with Tony, though. He's ventured mad into this like trad world, and you can totally see it's still his stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's women, like straight away, like, oh, it's a Tony, like straight away.
Yeah. I guess a lot of the same colour palette and stuff's being used.
Yeah,
I don't think it's as easy to see it in
drawing
Heath
style.
Clifford's as much. I would like to be tattooed by Heath Clifford.
His is very... But he's went like he's went from heavy neo to heavy trad.
Yeah, he has gone like opposite
Super.
ends of the spectrums.
I don't want to say, it's not American trad, but it's
Either way, it's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's fucking great.
Sam Clark is one I reckon we'd both want to get tattooed by.
He's been crossed off the list because he's slow.
He's slow.
I've heard he's slow.
Getting there's slow as well. Like really slow.
I would honestly, I would definitely still get tattooed off him if he would do me something palm size. I just don't think he would.
No, maybe
That's
not.
the issue. I think like, well, because loads of like Jacob Gardner, Prim, him. Who's the other one that I really like?
Prim as well is quality. You've been tattooed by Prim.
No, these are the ones I haven't been tattooed by.
Oh right.
Who's the other one?
It's a really long list of people you haven't been tattooed by, surely.
Yeah. There's another one like Jacob Gardner. I can't remember the fucking name. Anyway.
This is what happens when you do no prep
Yeah.
for a conversation. You don't even go into it with a little bit of knowledge.
But yeah, Jacob Gardner, Prim. I'm still trying to think of it. Justin.
Burnout?
No. The one in America. I think he works with Prim.
One of the bullies. Not one of the bullies, like the Glendale bully.
Works with him.
Yeah.
What's his fucking name?
Justin.
Is it Justin?
I don't know. Is it one of the bullies? Because there's two of them that have got... There's Green Bay bully.
Green Day and Glendale. No, it's not one of them.
I'm glad you knew the other one, because I was going to be stuck on that instead, and it would be an episode of us two sat here just not having a fucking
I'm sorry,
clue what's going on.
I'm
sorry, I'm going to have to get my phone out because I miss it so much.
It's annoying me though.
I love it. Have you got like a little spreadsheet of the people on it?
Green Bay Bully's called Justin. It's
Yeah.
not him. It's someone that works at Grand Reaper. You can definitely just cut these bits.
Yeah, I could do, but it's much more fun to watch you struggle.
Justin Hartman!
Yes.
Oh, fuck me. That would,
you got there, though. You got there all on your own, if we cut that.
Right. Can you cut it so it just goes like... Sam Clark, Prim... I forgot the other one now. Sam Clark, Prim, Justin Hartman...
I'm going to cut it to that. I'm just going to cut it just to you going, I don't know who it is.
I've already said it.
Prim.
He's the one that does the long prints. Jacob Gardner, Justin Hartman, Jacob Gardner, Sam Clark, Prim.
Does that feel good? Do you feel good
really
now,
good,
yeah?
Right, they're four guys I would really get tattooed off. But because of the style of their work, I've met people who've been tattooed off them and they've said like, oh, this piece took like 7 hours and it'll be like, you know, it's big.
Yeah, because it's tech, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's techers, it's blends, there are always little details and shit. It makes sense. But I think that's what it is. I think I'm past getting like really detailed neo-trad work. I just can't do it anymore because it is techers and it's slow.
And you ain't got the space for it, have you?
Unless you get tattooed by Mike Stockings, in which case it's fucking really fast.
Yeah.
And you don't know what's going on.
That excites me.
He's rapid.
Awesome.
Super rapid.
Okay, now
like my level rapid.
Yeah?
Yeah. Obviously he's a bit slower, well not a bit slower, but he's as fast as me but does that style.
But the stuff takes longer because of the style it's in.
But
he's moving the same speed.
My one. Look how big my foot looks in that camera.
Yeah, it's because it's closer. That is how perspective works.
But yeah, that one was like 3 hours.
Yeah, it's like half an A4 sheet.
Yeah, and it's
as in width, like
it's
full
length.
length.
Wall to wall, like it's a cover up, so it's wall to wall saturation. There's no skin breaks, and it's pretty detailed.
Yeah, it is.
And for me, if I was doing like the way he's got the light, like obviously this is the thing he does the neon and the light things day in day out. It's one of the things he's really good at. And like if I was doing that, it would hit me. I'm really bad at that.
Well, light source,
glowing stuff, and
it's
hard. That's why one of the reasons I didn't like neo as much because I just did things super flat.
Yeah.
So I was never that happy with it. Now that I do trad it,
light sources are some of the hardest bits to get used to.
Well hard.
You just got to start from the beginning, don't you? Start with the sphere and the square and their shadows and.
Yeah.
Have you never done that?
Oh, I have.
Part of your tattoo training that we all do.
Yeah, square, circle.
They are shapes.
Yep. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not gonna lie.
Justin Hartman. That's not a shape, is it? Fuck.
Did you see that face that Beth did the other day? It's like a bird.
You're going to have to...
Oh, shit.
You're going to have to...
Did you see that face that Beth did?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you see, Mitch did a bird.
One of the 30 she does a week. No, but she did a really good one. Like,
yeah, they're all really good.
No, but
You're really not whittling this down.
No, this one was like, I'd even say to her face that this one was way better than all the other ones she's done.
Yeah,
it was very good.
That's
one of the best bits about it is that she went really confident with the shadow on the nose.
Oh yeah,
like it's like this side of the face is. I think what it was is it looked like a Georgian woman. It was very like pale, and she had like grey hair, but the palette was all blue and reds. There's like birds and flowers. It was great, but like the face was like this side was pretty much white and like very pale, but then this side just had this fucking nasty shadow on the nose.
Awesome,
and it looked fucking sick. It was really good.
As soon as you said shadow on the side of the nose, I knew it was going to be good because it just reminds me of there's an Edek face, and the shadow that's on one side of the nose is just solid black.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, just solid black. You're like, how the fuck did you commit to solid black as your shadow? Crazy.
Yeah, that's shit. But yeah, so I would never get tired of those guys just because I've heard they're like a steady speed / slow. I've heard Sam Clark is apparently really slow.
I don't know. I've not heard any of these things, so no idea. No frame of reference.
Yeah. I haven't met anyone who's been tattooed by Justin Hartman.
Yeah.
I haven't met anyone who's got a piece off him. I've met someone who's got work off the other three. I've never met someone with work off him. So I don't know if he's fast or slow, but he just looks slow. Mm-hmm. But he's the same as the other ones in that I'd go to them and say, "Can I get something palm size?" And if you look at their profiles, they don't do palm size tattoos.
Yeah, so
I mean, they might, but they don't post it. And then I'm like, is it going to be good if it's just a small thing?
Because all the subjects they use are bigger, I guess.
Well, yeah. They're doing back pieces and sleeves day in, day out. If I go to them and just say, can I get one little thing? They're going to have to compromise all of that detail that you're used to seeing in a one small thing. So am I going to walk out with a good tattoo then?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
probably.
I mean, yeah, I'll walk out with a good tattoo, but will it be as good as the sleeves and backs they do?
I'm trying to think of people that want to get tattooed by abroad. It's not a super long list. I haven't sat down and gone through it properly. Like I told Debs to write a list of all the people that she wants to get tattooed by, and I don't have that list.
I've got a list.
Yeah, I know you would. You're a boring cunt, but who can answer questions about who he wants to get tattooed by?
Yeah.
I'd love to get tattooed by Tifa Wright.
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't. Looks slow, detailed. I'm over it.
He just did this cardboard box that was on this cat's head. And
what? Are you being serious?
100% serious.
Cardboard box on a cat's head?
Yeah, so it's like a cat. It's like a cat portrait, but then the cat has like a cardboard box on its head, and this cardboard box is fucking so good that I was like, oh, I love that box so much.
Okay. I want to see this tattoo now.
You never do that. Like, you just, when you see like a tattoo, you just go, holy shit, that bit is fucking incredible.
All the time. Yeah.
But obviously the whole thing was amazing. Every inch of it was great. But this cardboard box just stood out. Because you don't see many of them tattooed, do you?
Yeah.
And I would like a cardboard box tattooed.
Why?
Because I like in Metal Gear Solid where he used to hide in the box. I find that really funny. That you can hide in the box from people. When I was a kid, I used to hide in the box from people and then jump out of it, or I'd stay in the box, and then when someone turned around, I'd then just move and stay in the box. They'd think the box had moved.
Is that where Tent Man came from?
It is. Yeah. That's a nice reference back. And if you don't know what that is, fucking catch up.
Don't just watch random episodes. We're linear. Every episode's a sequel.
I think that's the first time we've really called back to anything. But
no, we call back a lot.
Yeah, we do. So you should watch all of them. All the time.
Tell your friends.
Like, share, and subscribe. No, don't do that. We're not that. Don't do that.
But
if you do, we don't want you to.
If you do, we'll give you free tattoos.
No, we won't. No, that's not
I
happening.
won't. Kier will.
Daryl will give you a free tattoo if you want one. I'll give you a free tattoo. You ain't gonna like it. It'll be a permanent reminder of why you shouldn't get free tattoos.
Yep.
Because it's gonna just say this tattoo was free and I suck.
My brain went on a tangent then because I was gonna say if I get a free tattoo, I just bury the needle. But then my brain went, what would happen if you just got a machine with like a like a 9 or 11 and just went like, like what would happen?
I think it would go in as a lovely dot initially.
Obviously, but then
initially
like
it'd be a lovely dot.
it'd just get chewed up, wouldn't it?
About quarter of a second later, it would be blown.
Yeah.
Maybe a second later, it would probably be spitting out of the sides of it. And then maybe another second later, and you've just put a hole in someone's leg.
You would definitely... I know that obviously in doing so you would make a hole. That's obvious. What I was meaning is like the blowout aspect. That's more
Well,
what
you're just
thinking.
pumping ink into it. Surely.
Yeah, that's what I'm
if it's
thinking.
blowing,
So
you're
would
making it worse.
it like, yeah, how big would this dot get?
So could you blue tint people? In that you could go, right, you're going to have like 7 or 8 dots around your legs.
It's like,
Yeah.
tie-dye. We've
Look.
got new thing here, tie-dye.
Yeah. And I'm going to do it straight away. It'd be so cheap. Only a few thousand per leg. Just for me to go. That would hurt like shit as well, wouldn't
It'd be
it?
so bad. The healing would be bad as well.
Why? Part of me wants to try it just to see what happens.
This is what my brain's saying as well.
We have to find a spot that I'm not going to get tattooed.
The tattoo machines upstairs. Sole of your foot.
I mean, this is a terrible idea. The sole of your foot's not a good way to try it, to see what it's going to do.
It's not the same supple skin.
I think I want to maybe get inside thigh will blow too quick. I'm trying to think of somewhere that I'd be happy to just blow the shit out of.
Well, it doesn't really matter because even if you do end up fully sealed one day, just get this big blowout thing and then cover it. So you should do it. Let's do it on your ribs.
Let's not do it on my ribs. I reckon we should just wait and see until someone else has done it. And see what that looks like.
Someone will do it.
They will now.
Someone will do it, yeah. Some idiot will fucking do it.
It's part of the style. There you go. Fresh callback. That's another one. Different episode. Which one is it, though? Let us know in the comments.
All.
Don't do that. We don't do that. Don't let us know in the comments. But if you do, there'll be a free tattoo from Daryl. And it will cover most of your leg. And will take around 4 seconds.
And it will be painful.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not going to set up fresh for that.
No.
Straight out of the last appointment.
The first time I don't know if I should be saying this, by the way. That's always a good way to start it. The first time I tattooed Korea the other day, I forgot to unwrap the bed. Like my client left, and it was one of those client leaves, client comes up kind of thing. Yeah. So client left, I broke down, changed my gloves, broke back up, and then my new client came up, and then I hadn't changed the bed. It's not going where you think it's going. It's not that bad. And then I went, just get on the bed. And as I said it, I looked at a load of red ink that was on the bed, and I went, whoa, do not get on the bed. And I was like, let me just clean this bed down first, and then, yeah. But I was literally like, just get on the bed and put stencil, and then like, they were about to put the hands on, and I was like, what? It was this close. And then they would have just...
With a customer that get on the bed and there's red liquid all over it.
And they just get absorbed.
Yeah, into what they think is blood.
But yeah, that almost happened.
I think that tattoos are about the only thing I collect. I know I started collecting shoes.
Hats. You collect hats? You have... how many hats do you have?
About 40?
It's quite
30.
I have 5. How many beanies do you have? That's a good question.
This one, the grey Nike one, North Face one.
I'm guessing not a lot.
Not if I can name them like this. I couldn't name all the snapbacks I've got.
Why do you have so many snapbacks, but then you don't have the same like love for beanies?
I don't really come across beanies that I'm like, that's crazy different to the last one.
I've got about 20 beanies. But like I said, I've got 4 or 5 snapbacks.
I'll wear snapbacks most of the time. I think that's why. I know I do wear beanies fairly often.
The minute it gets cold, I'm like beanies. The whole time.
Oh, see, I got a snapback that has dog ears.
What? Was that relevant in some way?
Yeah.
You said that if it was like,
it is.
oh, by the way, I've got snapback with dog ears.
If people know what I'm talking about, they're going to know straight away. They'll be like, oh my God.
I know what you're talking about.
Do you? Got you explain what I'm talking about then.
It's a snapback with dog ears.
That's my response to that.
Is that not right?
It's not like a fucking Disney goofy hat with ears hanging off the side and eyes on the front.
It sounds like it.
You know how I don't know what the hats are called, but if you were thinking of like a Russian stereotype, which I wouldn't make, but say there was one with the hats that have the ears that go over like this, and the thing around the front, where it's got those ears but on a peaked snapback.
Yeah, I know.
And then you can fold those up and then tie them up at the top.
Yeah.
Now, where that's relevant is you said when it gets cold, I switch from a no. Sit up and listen. I switch from. I switch from a snapback.
I like you telling me what to do.
Well, less of that then. Yeah, you said about transitioning from snapback to beanie.
So you switch from
warm to cold. Yeah. Everyone listening to this is like, yeah, of course we fucking get it, Kieran. Stop talking. We get it.
Don't tell
Yeah, I suppose I do technically collect hats to some degree, but I don't like go, oh, the next hat drops come in.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
Mostly because I don't know about them.
Have you got like hats that you want?
No,
in your head, like is there a have you got like a obviously I'm going to use shoe term, but like a grail hat?
No, I don't know enough about them.
Oh, okay,
so I'm in the same spot that I was about trainers before I met you.
You just
I need to find someone who knows what they're talking about.
Okay,
because then I'd definitely be well more interested in it. Like I've got hats that are like in limited numbers, but I don't know if they're valuable or if they're worth anything. Like nothing. I don't know anything about them. I just know that they were in a limited run.
Do you not collect anything else?
I'm
trying to think.
Mental disorders. They're getting pretty collectible at the moment.
Children.
Yes,
you got 3.
You got 3 that are alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Countless that aren't.
Did you collect stuff as a kid?
It's always been put off of collecting things. I tend to just collect weird shit as I'm going, but like they don't match anything. Like I'll just see something weird and be like, I want that for no reason. Like when I sort of go to the car boot sale, and then at home I've got one of the figures from Biker Mice from Mars that I picked up at a car boot sale.
Why?
Because I thought it looked cool. And I had it when I was a kid, and I thought 50 pence.
That's relevant.
I'll give you 25p for it.
Did you haggle?
No, I had to pay £1 for it in the end. For the cheek. No, I think it was 50p.
I love haggling. I really love haggling.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like sometimes I will walk away from a purchase if someone is reluctant to haggle, even if the price was already good.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
I got these for sale.
I don't want them.
Okay, then I'll put them in my bag for later then.
What?
These are now my scissors.
I'm confused.
I was going to try and sell you something. You can haggle it about.
Yeah, but this is a staged... That's not fun. This is staged.
Oh, okay, fine. Everything that's staged isn't fun anymore, so
no.
Stop watching films. Well done. Ruined that, didn't you?
I'm not an actor.
What?
I don't know. Confused.
See, I collect like odd bits and pieces. Like I got a banjolele. That's
a what?
A banjolele.
Let me try and guess what that is.
It should be pretty straightforward.
Oh, it's a banjo ukulele.
Yes, it is. Right on it. First go.
Boom!
Banjolele. I think it's signed by George Formby.
Sorry, what? Who's George Formby?
So signing is when someone puts their signature on something.
Right. And who's George Formby?
He was a musical comedian many moons ago. The guy that does the When I'm Cleaning Windows song. When I'm cleaning windows.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
That guy.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure I've got a signed one of those of his.
What do you mean it's pretty sure? Is it signed by him, but you don't know if
it's got his signature on it, and I don't know if it's legit
real
or not.
Right.
So I've looked at signatures of his, and it seems to look just like the ones that he would have done on paper, but slightly different to all of them. But in a way that means it looks like it's authentic, because it's not bang on what's already there. And then I searched to see if he made his own one, or like had a deal where he was making them, and every one that he had made with someone had a signature at a different place. It's not in the place that it is on mine. So that kind of makes it a little more legit.
Was this bought from a car boot?
No, this was from Deb's parents. Gave it to me. They've come across it and thought I'd like it, and they were absolutely on the money. I love it. It's in pride and place in the loft.
Oh, Kier, I'd love this. It's a banjolele signed by that nobody comedian, George Formby.
Nobody. He's very famous in the circles that I roll in, which are mainly 60 to 70-year-olds.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know anything about hats. They're just all wearing like flat caps.
Yeah.
If I want to learn about a Baker Boy hat, I'll speak to them about it.
Yeah.
I've got a Baker Boy hat as well.
I don't know what that is.
Peaky Blinders hat.
Oh, okay.
The Peaky Blinders hat's a Baker Boy.
I hate those hats.
You hate everything, so...
No, I don't.
I've got varieties of hats.
I like shoes. Tattoos.
I used to have a peaked beanie years ago that I really liked.
I remember them.
It's only a little tiny peak, like only like an inch and a half.
Never had one of them. I know what they are.
Yeah,
I
really
never had
liked
one. I thought they were terrible.
Well, I didn't. I really liked them.
You strike me as a guy that was sold a lot of things by Top Man.
It was Nike. I want no Top Man
That's
shit.
Top Man fashion.
Top shop. Yeah, I want no Top Shop shit. I've got a balaclava. Does that count as a hat?
It counts as a beanie.
I think so.
You can roll it up and it's a beanie.
Roll it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretend I've got a CP hat on or something.
Why have you got balaclava?
Why don't I have a balaclava? So people don't get my identity. It's easy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah, I just roll up into church wearing it or... Hey, you're right, Father. What are you wearing that for? I don't want people to know I'm here. Not for any criminal stuff. Collectibles. There's stuff I've wanted to collect.
This is a good one. So
No, because you're going to hate everything I've got to say about it, so...
No, I'm gonna just listen.
And I do know someone that I don't really talk to, but I know someone who knows a lot about it. I really like the first generation Transformer toys.
Okay, yeah.
The original ones. I love the look of them. But you can't get them from car boots or anything nowadays. It's too late for that. You could have probably got them in the early noughties.
You will? No, you'll get them from car boots.
But it'd be far.
Few and far between, and you got to compete with like people that go to every car boot every week looking for vintage and antique toys kind of thing. So
yeah.
You got to beat those people.
But I do like the look of those.
Yeah.
But probably won't do that. Oh, I've got a collection of Metal Gear Solid games. Does that count?
I mean, yeah.
I've got most of them. But I thought I had most of them until I found out what most of them looks like.
What does most of them look like?
Because I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 edition, 5, and whatever the rest of them are. I can't remember.
Right.
The main releases, the big releases.
Right.
But if you're a collector, there's shit tons that went everywhere else.
Like what?
Like there was the first Metal Gear Solid game came out on a Game Boy. The first Game Boy.
Oh, see, now I don't. So, would you describe a Metal Gear Solid collection as having every variation of console and shit?
Yeah, that would be a complete collection.
Nah.
I
think that's stupid because that's like the same as, say, if you really like an artist, it's the same as having every CD, tape, and vinyl.
No, because there's individual releases for different consoles. There's stuff that didn't go cross-platform.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's different.
But I don't have the consoles to play them, so that seems stupid too. I'd have to get the console and do it. Otherwise, that would be weird.
No, I'd just buy the game.
I do want to collect more Nintendo consoles. Like I've got a 64 and a GameCube, Switch, a Wii.
How many more is there after that? Yeah, I think you've named them all.
No.
What else is there?
Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. It's all Nintendo.
You don't need all of them, though. You need one Game Boy.
yeah. Or an emulator on your phone.
Yeah.
That'll cover all of it.
Yeah.
But a SNES would be nice, and a NES.
I don't know what that is.
Super Nintendo Entertainment System and Nintendo Entertainment System.
Okay.
The originals.
I've heard of them.
Yeah. So I wouldn't mind having those. I don't really play games, though. I just like looking at them.
That's fine, though. I don't really wear all my shoes. I just like looking at them.
And having them, innit?
Yeah.
It's part of it, it's just having them.
I've got multiple pairs of shoes that I will never, ever wear. But I have them because they're part of my collection.
Yeah.
It's the collection purpose. Like, I've got pairs of shoes that like are unwearable, and I have no intention of fixing them or anything like that, because I probably wouldn't wear them even if I did.
Mm.
And then I have shoes that are purely like silhouettes that I don't like, that are maybe collabs or whatever. The best example, I've got the Tribe Called Quest Blazers. Mm-hmm. I hate Blazers. I don't like them at all. Don't like how they fit, how they look. But because they were a collab with Tribe Called Quest, I've got them.
But that makes sense.
It's just part of the collection.
There is something I want. That kind of goes against what you were saying a minute ago about like having the artist having the vinyl, the tape, and the record.
Yeah.
I would like an original press, 36 chambers,
Yeah.
Wu-Tang vinyl. Not cheap though. Like in the hundreds.
Oh yeah, easy.
Which I wasn't expecting.
So I've got. I used to collect. I do still collect vinyl, but not as avidly as I used to. Like now that I'm same as skulls. I collected skulls really aggressively for a while. Before that, it was probably vinyl. Was probably the thing I was, and tattoo books. I was really collecting that. Now that I collect shoes, it's like my only thing really, just because it costs so much. It takes so much time. But yeah, vinyl was the thing I was really into. I'm still to this day. I'm only one vinyl off having every vinyl that Biggie ever released.
Which one are you missing?
Including singles. I've got all of his albums.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's just singles. I've got all but one single. I can't remember which one it is in all honesty. But I've got all but one.
That's still good going.
And every
sleeves for him.
You what?
All sleeved.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Not the albums.
How has this never come up?
The albums aren't original presses, but the singles are all original presses because they're just singles. So
yeah.
They're not that expensive. I think the most I paid for one was like 60 or 70 quid. One of the rarer ones. All the other ones are so mass produced that it's quite easy to get one. But I've got a 90 something Ready to Die, but it's not a 90. I want to say 4.
I was saying 3.
I can't remember.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. Whenever he dropped Ready to Die, I haven't got an original. It's like a 98 or 99. So it's like a later re-release.
But it's still not like a recent print.
Yeah, it's all battered and nice.
Because you can go buy that brand new right now if you wanted to.
Yeah. And I did have a new one. I had a reissue with a different cover. And I did have just a fucking Urban Outfitters, like 20 quid one. And then I saw this one on eBay. That was like it's 98 or 96 or something like that. It's after the release. And yeah, I got it for like, it was like 100 quid. But it's all battered and like, like tongue-eared, like dog-eared and stuff. And I'm like,
yeah.
I like that about it. That's what I like. If I was going to get an original pressing, I wouldn't want it like pristine or dead stock. I'd want it to look the age.
Yeah.
I think that's like
I'm not bothered about playing it because I can go on Spotify and play
I have no interest
play
in
a clean one.
I don't really play. Like I have a record player, but I don't really play on my vinyl. I used to a little bit, but I think it's just the beauty of fucking Spotify.
Yeah.
But I still like having the collection. I like having,
You got the Have Heart vinyls as well, haven't you?
I've got all of them. Yeah. That's what I do normally. I pick my favorite bands and I get everything by them.
Yeah.
Only a few though, like Ruiner, Have Heart, Carpathian, Biggie. I think he's the only hip hop one I've really delved into. I've got like obviously a few NWAs and Bone Thugs and everything. Ice Cube, Tribe. We have all the Tribe because obviously Rasheed's obsessed with Tribe. But yeah, vinyl is another thing I've collected. Skulls, vintage T-shirts a little bit, but Rasheed's obviously way more into that. Yeah. Her vintage T-shirt collection is ridiculous.
Your skull collection's like in the hundreds, though, isn't it?
Of pounds, or
no, hundreds of skulls, specimens.
Used to be. I think I broke because I used to. I still do, but I get like little, like little stickers, like what they used to put on Flash. I get those little stickers and number them, put them on the back of the skull, and I had a book that kept
catalogue them.
Yeah, catalogue them because it's easy to forget when especially when you've got so many of the same family, as in like rodents. The main skulls I really love, so I've got about 30 rodents. But obviously, some of the smaller ones, like a squirrel next to a rat, is almost identical.
Yeah, and it pretty much is the whole way up, other than size, isn't it? They don't really change.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of smaller ones are hard to decipher which is which because they're all so similar.
Yeah,
but obviously they are a different breed, etc. So I've always done that. I think the most I ever got to was about 90. I never broke 100.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
they just look like a lot of them because it doesn't look like there's tons of them.
Yeah, but then I've had multiple clear outs, and I think I'm left with about. I've had multiple clear outs, but over the years and buying more, and I think I'm about 70-ish.
But just of all like favourites rather than
I kept all my favourite
just
ones,
picking them up for the sake of
and duplicates. Like I've got rid of a lot of, like I said, rodents. I've kept all my rodents, but like I had so many dogs at one point, like all different breeds, and then I was like, why do I need all these different?
I got a cat skull recently.
Okay,
I just remembered that, and you're the only person that would have ever given a shit about me saying it in the first place.
How did you get that?
Deb's parents again. They found a cat skull and went, I know who'll like this.
Oh.
rotting, stinky thing. And then, gave me a cat skull.
Was it all dirty and shit?
It's pretty clean.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad. It needs a bit more cleaning, I think.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. Haven't got any of its teeth, which is interesting.
Cool. Is it healed over?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
Or is the holes?
It was in like a kitchen roll, taped up, and then I just unwrapped it, had a look, and wrapped it back up, and looked at it again.
Oh, okay.
Mostly because
check gross. It. See if it's got teeth holes. That means its teeth has fallen out after dying. If it's all smoothed over, that means it must have been an elderly cat that died without teeth.
Which is more interesting, I guess.
I would buy that off you, yes.
Would you?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, because it has like a story to it, or?
Well, yeah. If you've got an elderly cat with like flat, healed
cavities,
jaw. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would definitely be like, I'll have that.
Yeah. Well, you can clean it up as well.
I can help you clean it. It's pretty easy.
Do you know how to do it?
Yeah, you have to, well, obviously scrub it first. Then degrease it, which is the easiest way to degrease is literally get a bowl of water, put like a ton of dish soap in it, put the skull in it, and leave it there for 2-3 weeks.
2-3 weeks?
Yeah. That'll degrease it, which will... The degreasing's that yellowy tint, but like where it's shiny. And if you degrease it, then like kind of, it makes the skull like what you imagine a skull to feel like instead of being all like shiny and greasy. It makes it rough. But then to get rid of the yellowing, you need to peroxide it.
Right, I got a boar skull that's pretty yellow.
Just peroxide it. Not bleach. Don't use bleach.
But it's big. Right, I'd have to figure out how to do that.
It's like a big bucket.
It's like this big.
Yeah, just put it in a big bucket.
It's cool. You can pull its teeth out and put them back in.
You do know when I'm saying peroxide? I mean just like
hair bleach.
Yeah, but watered down. You don't need to get like a pure... You could just get a bucket, put the skull in it, water, obviously measure it out with the correct amounts. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. And it's pretty quick as well. It's not like the greasing part, you have to leave it for weeks. The peroxide, I've done it before and I've done it in like an afternoon.
Yeah, right. Sweet. Yeah, I've got a handful of skulls, nothing major.
Yeah.
Rat, fox, boar, crow.
The basics.
Pretty much, just the starter set, essentially.
Yeah.
Just getting the basics in first. There's a lot of stuff that I've started collecting, got some basics, and then moved on.
That is what you strike me as, yeah.
The big one, that is pretty much what I'm like with everything I do in my entire life. Start it, do a bit of it, move on.
Yeah.
Except this is going all right.
Yeah, this is going pretty good.
But it's only because you're involved. I'd have stopped ages ago.
Just give up.
Episode 3, I was just like, I've pretty much completed that now. So, done with that now. I'd be, for someone who can't play a musical instrument, I'd be well up for getting some musical instruments.
That's something I have no interest in.
I just find them fascinating.
Why?
Just the design of them. How someone managed to get an idea that this was going to make a sound. Like an accordion. Who the fuck came up with an accordion?
Yeah, but why would you want one?
Because it's cool to be like, Rosie and Jim.
It's cool if you play it.
Yeah, I can't play it.
But you're not going to play it, so what's the point?
Because they look cool still.
No, I disagree.
Maybe I should learn how to play something and then it would make more sense.
Like Tom, he's collected quite a lot of instruments over the years. He had an accordion at one point. Accordion's the the springy one. He had one of them. Like he bought it at an antique shop when I was with him. And he sold it. But
like together.
What? Yeah.
When you were with him.
What are you on about?
Like lovers.
No.
I've got my other friend who I love, and he can play an instrument.
All right. And you'll never be better than him. That's just the way it is. But he's had loads of instruments, but he plays them, and he can play anything. So like, it makes sense for him to have all these weird. Because he had like a violin. I think he might have had like a fucking what's one of those posh flutes called?
Posh flute.
I honestly could. You know what I'm on about, but I couldn't think of anything better than posh flute.
Like a clarinet.
Clarinet. See, you knew exactly what I fucking meant.
I did, but only because I'm also equally an idiot. It wasn't for intelligence.
And I know my audience right now.
A flute is this way, blowing over the top of a hole. Whereas a clarinet is like a reeded instrument. It has like a little reed on it.
Yeah. I don't know if he had one of them, but I swear he did. I know he had a violin. He's had fucking hundreds of guitars. He had a drum kit in his house. I think it was his brother's, but he had a drum kit once. He's had pianos the whole time because that's his thing. An accordion. Ukulele, obviously, loads of shit. He's just always had loads of instruments because he's a musical guy. But I think it's weird for you to not be a musical, well, not to be a guy who plays instruments and want these things.
I just like looking at them.
It's weird.
And obviously, I just wish I'd learned how to play an instrument when I was much younger, because at my age now, I just asked. It takes so much time.
Yeah, but if you want to do it, do it.
I don't have a lot of time. I know you think that I have loads of time.
You do have a lot of time.
I'm using my time quite a lot.
There's always more time.
You're always just like sitting about eating on your phone and that.
Yeah.
And I'm busy.
But I do everything I want to do.
So do I.
But you want to learn and play instruments.
There's more stuff, but I don't have enough time.
Exactly.
But like say I was just sat chilling, I might get my ukulele out and have a little strum.
But you don't.
I played it last week.
No, you didn't.
Did.
Prove it.
How on earth am I going to prove that?
Well, exactly, so you didn't then, did you?
I've got calluses on my fingers from it.
That would prove it.
No, they're nylon strings. I don't do it as much as steels. I don't even know if that's true. I just made that up as well.
It's made up. I believed it, so I was like, yeah. That makes sense.
It's more that there's people that will be listening to this and might actually know. They'll be like, he's talking absolute dog shit.
And Daryl's eating it up.
He absolutely loves this dog shit.
Let's go. What would, if money wasn't a thing, what do you think you could see yourself collecting? Like, what's like, just a crazy expensive collection that you just be like, yeah, I could definitely get into that.
Money's not an issue.
That's what, in the realms of like, just ridiculous expense.
I mean, in that world, it gets crazy because you just start collecting Rolexes and stuff.
No, but would you want to?
Not that bothered.
Exactly.
No.
If you don't, like, I would collect watches,
but if I had a lot of money, I probably would just for the sake of it.
Yeah, but
we're talking money's not a thing.
Yeah. But I'm saying, I'm the same. Like, I could say, let's pretend you asked me this question, you horrible cunt. I would say watches.
I didn't ask it because I don't give a shit about the
Fuck
answer.
you. I mean, shoes would obviously be like the obvious.
Say money was no object. What would you want to collect?
Thanks for asking me, Kier. Well, shoes would be the obvious one, but I already collect shoes. But like, I would collect the ridiculous expensive ones. Watches is one. I would definitely go down a deep rabbit hole of Rolexes. But I know what you're saying in that if I was ridiculously rich, of course I'm going to have cars. Of course I'm going to have multiple properties.
Like the watches is like a no.
But they're not a thing I'm excited. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I want all these cars. I would be more excited about getting the new watch. So that's the thing I would be like, I'm going to collect that.
Yeah.
So I know what you're saying about like in the realms of, if you're a billionaire, you're going to have collections of fucking everything because you've got so much money.
Yeah.
But what's the thing that, like me and shoes now, what is the thing I would be excited about collecting?
Well, shoes would be one.
For you?
For a start, yeah. Part of me wants to have the original Pokemon cards collection.
This is what I'm saying. There you go.
Just for nostalgia purposes,
Yeah.
I'd love to have like.
See, that one,
super cool.
yeah, that wouldn't bother me, is what I'm saying. These are the interesting things that I like. So
Yeah.
what else? Come
on.
Would cars excite you? Because you drive, I don't drive, so cars mean fucking nothing to me.
Cars mean nothing to me either.
There we go. We got that one out of the way.
I don't like driving. I don't give a shit about cars.
What else would I collect in rich man world?
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
It's hard because like a lot of rich stuff, like cars is one of the main. Every time I see cars on Instagram, I'm just like, I couldn't give a fuck.
Plus, I think part of the joy of collecting is the journey of getting the collection.
Yeah.
And I think if you have money in the way of that, like if you had billions, you could just buy the first 150 cards of Pokemon cards straight away. Quite easily. You could get them all as 10 out of 10s, all perfect, pristine.
Yeah.
That's not fun. The fun part's the hunt, trying to get them.
I know what you'd collect. Fucking bear bricks. Bear bricks?
Bear bricks. Like loads of bricks.
No, the bear bricks.
Oh, I think I know what you're on about. The like figures.
What are they called?
Like
That's
the
what they're called,
cores things and stuff.
Yeah. What are they
But
called?
the bear bricks one.
Oh no, it's the cause things you like. Sorry, that's my mistake.
I do love the cores stuff.
The cause statues, but they've done ones with bear bricks. That's why I'm getting confused.
Is bear bricks the one? They're still
It's
like figures.
it's the
aren't
boxy
they?
ones.
They're like
yeah.
a Lego man. But as a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get them like big, small, everything.
Yeah, I wish I knew more about that now. I wish I knew more about like designer toys. Is that what people call them? I think they call them designer toys.
I mean, the cause sculptures are sculptures. Like that's where they would come. They would come under the realm of probably art, opposed to a toy.
Oh, that makes it.
Bear bricks would come under the realm of toys because they are literally a toy with toy functions and shit. But yeah, cores are probably more like, sculptures, art pieces.
Yeah.
But in toy packaging.
I can't really think of much else.
Art. I mean, I already collect art, obviously.
Yeah, you do actually. Yeah, you do collect loads. You collect loads of different things.
I do. I always have, though. I've always been a collector.
I was collecting, this is before like streaming services and stuff, but collecting DVDs for ages.
Yeah.
Just movies. Tried to get as much Will Ferrell stuff as I could. All the stuff that's harder to get.
As a teenager, I had about 300-400 DVDs and Blu-rays. Video games I collected at one point.
Yeah, I think my DVDs got up to around 700 at one point.
Yeah.
But then streaming services came out and the value of them just went through the floor.
That was it. We've still got a collection of DVDs and Blu-rays.
Do you know the largest collector of Kiss memorabilia is Gene Simmons?
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
He's got a room in his house just dedicated to Kiss memorabilia. He's got a Kiss coffin.
But I could say I'm the largest collector of Daryl Watson memorabilia.
Yeah, but he didn't. You made everything that you made. Whereas someone else made all of his shit.
Yeah, but obviously he'll have prototype. Like he'll have to look at the prototypes and
sign off on him, I suppose.
No, he's probably the same as me. That wasn't a joke. I keep everything I've made. I keep one of everything I've made.
All the prints and stuff.
Not the prints because I've got them. Obviously, they're all digital, like not digital prints, but I've got scans of them. So I keep all the scans. I have a folder in my laptop that's all prints. So it's got everything I've ever done straight from before tattooing. It's a decade now. A whole decade of artwork. Anything I've printed is saved on that. But anything, I've got all my books, obviously, badges, patches, t-shirts, hoodies. I've got one of all of them in a box in the loft.
I think I've got one of most things.
And I keep it because I'm like, one day I'm probably going to want to look back at all that. And it's probably the same as Gene Simmons. He's like, I didn't physically print those t-shirts, but like I wanted to hold on to one.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a bit different because I literally handle all my t-shirts, whereas he probably, I'm not going to say, he doesn't handle all his t-shirts.
Yeah.
But like, he might obviously say, oh, can I just get one of each of this tour, this merch tour, send it to my house. I want to keep it. I understand that. I get it.
Yeah.
You want to look back on what you created.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
I've got a few bits and pieces of stuff that I've made. I think nearly all of it's, I've got a version of it or something of it.
I do want to go back and I've thought about this. Well, I've thought about making a book for when I hit 10 years tattooing. Just a little one. Nothing like major.
That's not far off now, is it?
It's next year.
Okay, now 10 years tattooing, big 3-0, getting married.
Yeah, it's all in 1 year. Yeah,
you can pretty much pack it in at the end of the year, couldn't you?
What, life?
Yeah. It's all done.
Yeah, completed it.
Everything you need to get done's been done.
Yeah.
Laters.
Yeah.
See you later, dogs. Look after yourselves.
Nah, they'll be dead by then. Or I'll just take them with me. I'll make them little nooses as well.
Oh, how tragic that would be.
We'll all jump together.
Walk into a house, and then there's you hanging, and then 2 dogs just hanging next to you.
That's really sad.
Dogs would hang so poorly as well.
I mean, dogs would hang so poorly because they don't want to either.
Yeah.
Whereas
children are the same.
I just don't. Whereas I just embrace it.
No, Mr. Kieran, sir! Put me down! Put me down!
Why is that kid German? That sounded German.
I didn't know I could do a German accent. I was just making a voice.
Yeah.
And that's how one
sounded
came
like the
out.
Kid from Simpsons.
I've lost it now. I wouldn't be able to do it again.
Don't chase me, I'm full of chocolate. That one. Stop, Mr. Kier.
Stop, Mr. Kier. So I lost it already.
Yeah, you've gone a bit
Lost it straight away. Twangy.
But, yeah, I was thinking of making a book for 10 years.
That'd be pretty nice. You gotta include like some pictures of you tattooing and...
Yeah, everything. Like, I've got pictures of me like painting in various houses as well. Like, Rasheen's... Yeah, I remember when me and Rasheen first dated, she took his photo of me and the cat I used to have painting at my desk in Dundee. And then she took various ones in all the places I've been and stuff. So that's what I was thinking. Just a little... Did you see the one that Anne redid?
I haven't seen the book itself, but I was aware that he made...
But yeah, I was basically just going to bite that kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
But not in... He obviously did like... He went way further back. He like started with like teen years and stuff and how he became alternative. Because obviously his work is very alternative influenced. Whereas mine was more just going to be just my artwork. But what I did envision was I was going to just drop a few tattoos in there. Through I want to do it chronologically, obviously. But I was going to drop some tattoos in there along the way. Maybe just every few pages, a page of the tattoos I did that year, and maybe just year it.
Mm.
But then the main idea is for it to be all the artwork I've done printed in one thing. So all the prints.
How many pages would you do? 5 pages a year or something for each year or something. So it'd be 50 pages.
I haven't got that far.
What are you going to call it?
I don't know.
Decade of Daryl.
X. I'm straight edge, so it makes sense.
Oh,
yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah, just like Daryl Watson, just X. That's it.
Cancelled.
Maybe after this book.
What are you putting in there?
You wait and see. But yeah, I don't know. That was an idea. I do think I want to do it. It's just now that I'm real. I mean, it shouldn't take me. It won't take me long at all to do because there's no prep. As in, every other book I plan on making, I'm like, well, I need to fucking paint that cunt. And I'm like,
yeah, because this one's just collect.
This one's literally, I've got the scans. I need to just make them in order. Obviously write a few things.
It's more like a curation.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. Yeah, it will be, which will be a lot quicker. So yeah, I might do it. I think I don't even think I'll. Who the fuck's going to buy it?
I'll have one. I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, that's what. I'll give them out to people. I don't know.
I would obviously pay for it. I'm not bothered.
Yeah, I was thinking of just making a little book. I don't know. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I might start that soon because now I've reminded myself. Now I've said it publicly. I'm like, they're gonna be wanting it now. There's gonna be a queue. I'm gonna have to kiss some babies, sign some heads. Referring back to previous episodes.
Yeah, I mean,
you better be watching them all, you cunts.
Yeah.
Maybe they'd watch more episodes and stop calling them cunts. But yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And that'll be a collection of all of my artwork.
And then you'll have a collection of your books as well.
What do you mean?
Because you've got several books. So there'll be a collection of the books that you've made. There'll be a collection of collections.
Yeah.
Collecting dust.
I've already got a selection of books. A collection of books, sorry. I've only done 4, but still a collection. This will be number 5 or 6. I'm probably going to put another book out before then. This is what I was going to say before I finish. My favourite thing about it is that since I started doing trad, I've painted more paintings. I've painted more paintings than I've ever painted. Doing the flash books.
Easy in there.
No, that is why I can do them fast. I can do them rapid. Whereas the Neo stuff, I used to have to take breaks and come back to it, kind of thing, and edit it and figure it out.
It's the reverse, isn't it? Because in Neo, it's more about the colour, than the lines. Whereas in trad, there's so little lines that all the lines are purposeful.
Yeah.
So it's the reverse of it.
Yeah.
And be that the painting part's slower, but the design part would be longer to make sure that they're all accurate and then where they need to be.
I'm not gonna lie, it's all quicker.
Yeah.
None of it's.
Do you know, I was trying to really help you out there.
No, it's all streamlined and super simple now, so it's great. But yeah, I checked and I've done more paintings since doing trad than I've done in the last decade. All the paintings I've got, there's a lot obviously, but I think it's nearly on par. But by the time I do the book, I'm currently, I don't know if I'm doing a flash book, I don't know if I am, but I am currently painting another flash set or a load of flash. I don't know what I'm doing with it. I'll figure it out. But I'm about 6 or 7 pages deep into that. But yeah, so if I do a load more between now and then, I'll definitely be way over. I kind of like that because I think that's kind of the best bit, is that one whole section of the book is going to be just years flicking by, and then it's going to be like, oh, and here's what I'm doing now. Loads of it.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Get one of those nice big plastic things that they used to have in tattoo shops and just fill it up. It'd be pretty cool with the poster things.
Yeah.
So the people around you were encouraging to collect.
Yeah.
Do you think John Wayne Gacy's parents were the same as yours?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, just collect whatever you want, mate. Just collect as much as you want. Fill your house with it.
Yeah.
If you like. Just focus on one thing that you really like and just get loads of it.
Noted.
He was like, right, gay men, let's go. And just filled up his house.
Yep. Who's the other one that did that? Ed Gein.
Yeah, he's a big fan as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he loved collecting bits.
Yeah.
Bits.
Yeah, and Des as well. The British one.
His wasn't as good.
But he was collecting parts. He was keeping bits. He would get rid of most of it, but then keep bits.
I like Ed Gein the most because he was, creative. He didn't just keep the body.
Ed Gein's the one that so many films are based off, right?
Yeah,
He's the one that like
Texas Chainsaw. He's the one that famously like made things out of people.
But is he the one that only killed 2 people, and then everything else was him digging up bodies? Is that Ed Gein?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure he didn't kill loads of people.
Oh, okay.
And he was mostly grave robbing.
Just recycling, isn't it?
And if I am right, which I'm 90% sure I am. Little callback, so that's pretty good. He was then buried in the same cemetery that he was robbing from.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So you have to bury me at Tesco for all the shoplifting I do.
I don't rob from Tesco.
No.
They're too efficient. If you want to go robbing
from Tesco either. I don't go to Tesco, so
M&S and Co-op.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you go to the little ones, they don't have a weight scale on the self-checkouts.
Pro tips on stealing from Daryl.
If you want to steal from corporations, don't steal from small businesses, but fuck corporations.
Look forward to his first book, Tattoo in 10 Years, and his second book, Jail
from prison. Daryl's got lots of time to do paintings now.
He releases a book every decade, and they're very insightful into the decisions he's made.
God, imagine how many paintings I could do if I was in prison.
That is true.
Oh,
you'd be able to do loads.
Every day I could just do like 5-6 sheets.
You wouldn't have to cook a meal again. They'd just be made for you. You wouldn't have to do much exercise. Perfect.
I know prison's bad, but honestly, that sounds amazing. I know there's shit to deal with.
It sounds like a 1-star spa.
I know you have to like not see your family and all that. That sounds like a fucking pro.
What a lovely note to finish on.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go to prison. It'd be great if I was serious and I just stabbed the fuck out of you now. Just looked at the camera and was like, I'm going to go to prison, listeners.
And then somehow this managed to get edited, uploaded. It's like a 6-hour video, and we're like 60 minutes in or whatever now. And then in the last 4 hours, that was the printer. Shut the fuck up, printer.
We should wrap this up because that printer's about to start doing some fucking...
But the last 4 hours of me just bleeding out on this sofa was what I was going to say, but it was fucking ruined by the timing of the printer. If you're at home and you're thinking, what can I collect? How about you collect listening to every episode?
Collect views on our streaming services.
But we wouldn't say that because that's fucking loserish to say.
Yeah. Like, subscribe.
Bye!